Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Today we are comparing les Picotins. So as you can see, I have two Picotins in my hand. This is the Picotin 18 and this is the 22. So if you follow my channel, you guys know this one. I've had it for the summer time and I've been using it quite a bit over the summer, and it's I really love this bag. I've yet to do a review on this bag, which I'll do it later, but today I have the opportunity to compare to the 22. This is my friend's bag, so I figured I'll just take the opportunity to borrow it and do a quick comparison for you guys. So I'll do a little intro. This one, as I mentioned, is in the size 18. It's in the Clemence leather in nata, and it's in the silver tone hardware or platinum hardware. I do think the shape of the Picotins, if you don't add on their locks, it doesn't kind of show the true kind of shape, and it's kind of trickier to hold. Like, it doesn't stay in the right shape if you don't have the locket on the tip of the strap here. So I do like to keep it on. Let me know what you guys think about yours. I know some people, they actually use it without it, but you know, I like it. And there are ways to, two main ways of kind of shaping or carrying this bag is you can actually either have the flaps out like this, or you can have them tucked in so the shape become more elongated, I guess, and it looks more like a smaller long bucket. This way it will keep the opening a little bit tighter, and some people like that secure kind of feature or secure feeling of it. It makes the overall bag a little bit smaller as well. I personally just leave it open because the 18 is already quite small, but I do think the tuck-in method works well with the 22. So this is the 18. Now this one, the beautiful Picotin 22, is in the Beige de Weimar. Let me double check. The color code is D0. And the leather on this bag is actually Torian Maurice. So this is Torian Clemence and this is Torian Maurice. And then the color code is D0. Let me double check the name of that color. It's Beige de Weimar, in the gold hardware. So again, this is such a hard to come by color combination and leather combination. The Maurice leather is definitely a little bit more stiffer compared to the Clemence. It's also like just generally a little bit more in better shape. The the grains on the leather is a bit smaller as well. I'll do some side-by-side shots. So even as you can see, even for a 22 size, it can still stand on its own pretty well. Whereas I think most other, in the Clemence leather for the 22 bag, it kind of really become very slouchy right away, basically. Let me put on the beautiful gold lock as well. This one is brand new because even the, oh, I don't want to lose her keys. Even the locket is brand new with the film still on. And she just hasn't had a chance to use it. I do think it's more of a fall bag to me, the color tone. So in case you're wondering about this color, the color actually looks very, very much like a taupe in most lighting. It has a bit of a warmer tone compared to a taupe. A taupe is a bit more gray. And so it's almost like an in-between color between a taupe and gold, if that makes sense. If I'm looking at it right now, because we're having a cloudy-ish day, it's definitely more like a taupe color. All their colors, in a lot of ways, this looks so much like their M8. I can't remember what it's called from last year. They you can barely tell them apart. In some darker lighting, it could even look like gray Mayer. So it depends on, you know, what it is. It's not one of your classic colors, but it's definitely a super neutral, super thought after color right now. So like I said, with the 22, if you want to tuck in the side, it will probably look quite nice as well. So that way you get a smaller opening and you have a more of a smaller bag in general. One of the area that slouches or change deforms the most is the corner parts right here. But with this leather is actually pretty well in shape still. So, or you can have it open like this. I do think I'll do some side by side. I do think with my frame, the 18 makes more sense. But I think the 22 in the winter would be such a beautiful size. I have been considering adding a 22 for myself. But we'll see. Like, I think I can probably, the 22 is a little bit less popular compared to the 18. So if you ever want to try your luck online, I think it's still quite possible. I just need to wait until I'm able to buy from the website. So in terms of capacity, I have been using this 22 for myself. So this is the organizer that it came with. I can actually easily fit in like a few diapers, maybe 1 or 2 diapers, some wipes, a change of clothes, you know, some snack for my kid, and my like everyday essentials like my wallets, keys, and things like that. It will be pretty full, but I think it keeps the shape nice like this. It doesn't look overly packed when I have all those things in the bag. So it still looks like this if you do pack it up. With the 22, you probably definitely want an organizer in there because it is one large pocket. And you can pretty much throw in whatever you need because it's a really spacious bag in general. Like, there's nothing in there, no division or anything like that. The bags are identical in terms of design. You have the feet underneath, you have, you know, the locket strap right here. There's like 2 hoops here. People like to put like trolleys and things like that for decoration using the hoops. And then you have 2 very sturdy top handle. But again, both are just like one big opening for your bag, and then you either need an organizer or you can just throw whatever in there. With the Clemens leather, I think, well, I think it's true for all Picotin, is at the corner here, they tend to slouch in and give you a little like kind of, I don't know how to say it, like a dent inwards right here. And it's the same for both, but the Tokyo Maurice leather is slightly more expensive as well, and it is definitely a little bit more sturdier. I can feel it. One thing about the Picotins is they do have a giant base at the bottom. So if you want to like use it even as a crossbody bag, like say you add a strap to it, or if you want to put it over your shoulder, it will definitely be really like big, bulky on your body. So it really doesn't make sense. So the only thing that you can really use it for is to carry a top handle like this. So between the 2 sizes, I would say if you're over like, you know, 5'4", 5'5", again, it comes down to like personal style. I think, like I said, I do think the 22 would be really nice for winter, like when I'm wearing more jackets, taller boots. I think the 22 would work well. But after I'm holding this bag for a bit, I do find it a little bit too bulky, just because the base is so big, so it kind of bounce around a lot. But this color combination, the leather, it's really to die for. I you know, if ever she would want to let go of this one, I would definitely be happy to keep it for myself. But otherwise, you know, in the summertime with the nata, I think this is definitely a good size for me. I wouldn't want any bigger than this, per se. There's a lot of people, they are really like, they really love these bags and they collect them all in different sizes, different colors, different leather. They do come in Epsom leather as well, which is the less common version, but it's definitely more like structured. I personally love the, you know, the more original Clemens leather. It's really, you know, soft and it kind of melts into your body, molds into your body kind of thing, which I really like. So I'll do some side-by-side shot of the bag for you guys to see. So this is how it is from the front. From the side, you can see it is really like one big size larger. It is quite a bit larger, to be fair. And then the bottom, you can tell this is where the shape really shows. Right? They both like, but again, the way they're built, the way they're designed, there's no difference whatsoever. But like I said, if you are 5'4" and higher, I think you can carry the 22 no problem. If you're a little bit more petite like me, I would probably recommend the 18 more. The 18 generally is a little bit harder to come by because of the size. I think a lot of, you know, smaller bag, mini bags nowadays are just more popular for whatever reason. And not only that, I think the 18 does allow you to carry most of your essential needs. So unless you're someone who really likes to carry everything in a bag, then maybe you really don't need the bigger size. My other thing is, even if you do go with a bigger size, I don't think anyone wants to stuff this bag too full, because then, like I said, it will just be too bulky and too heavy to carry by hand. You can already tell in terms of weight, this is a lot heavier. Not only that because the leather is Maurice, it's also just like a full leather bag in a bigger size. So it is, you know, it is already on the heavier end, even empty. Like I said, even if you go with a bigger size, you probably don't want to pack it too full. That's why generally I think the 18 is a little bit more popular. But again, I think they're both beautiful size. And, you know, if you are someone who are into these bags, by all means collect more. I personally want to add a 22 at some point. Also, I was gonna mention the pricing. So they are priced about the same, about $300 difference in Canada after tax. So really it's not a huge difference. They are so popular not only because, you know, the easy to function, they are easy to go with your outfit, but the pricing on these is really, really low compared to other Hermes items. I mean, they cost cheaper than a wallet that they will have. So that's another reason why these are really, really popular. I think Picotin is probably one of the most popular bags right now that you're trying, if you're like the one among all the bags available online. Picotin 18 in a neutral color is probably your number one that you have to like fight for online, followed by probably Evelyn Minis, and you know, among a few other things. Like the garden parties is a little bit less popular. The her bags are a little bit less popular. You can probably find those aftermarket below retail or around retail price anyways. Otherwise, online, the Picotins and the Evelyns are harder to come by, and aftermarket, they are being sold over retail prices. So yeah, I guess today I just want to show you guys this larger size Picotin with different type of leather. You can see, like especially like the grains on my nata is even larger than regular, I think, because if you look at the handle, it looks like the body grains are very puffy, kind of weird looking. But I don't mind it. I think some people might find it a little too much. Like the grains feels really puffy and big. And compared to the leather on the 22, you can see, which is a lot more smaller, more refined, I guess. Yeah, it's such a beautiful color, such a beautiful leather. I think it'll be beautiful in the 18 size as well for sure, but here it is again, one last small shot on the arm. When I carry them out, it's really like this. This is the 18. Alright, that's it for today. I wasn't gonna do like what it actually fits inside because I figured, you know, it's a big bag. It's not one of the small ones. You can actually stuff quite a lot in here if you like. I mean, there's no cap or flap either to cover it, so you could like do whatever you want with it. But personally, I feel like you really, I just fill up my organizer and that's plenty. And yeah, in terms of organizer and storing, I'll just add that in at the very end. There are a lot of organizers and insert that you can, like pillows too, that you can add to your Picotins to maintain the shape. I personally find I'm too lazy to buy those things. I probably eventually will buy one, but I basically just put it onto a hanger. So if you have any hanger that is straight for pants, I guess, or any ones with like a cushion on top, it will be even better. Just like put them on like this. This way, not only it will keep the shape of the bag itself okay, like the leather will be like flattened, so it'll be fine. The corners will be all straight. It will also keep the handles higher, because I know the pillows that people use, the handle part will not get would not really get fixed at all. So that way the handle could become slouchier and fall. So if you have the space and the means to do that, I think it's just easier with a hanger. That's my own personal trick. Yeah, that's it. Let me know what your thoughts on these bags, and if you have any questions or concerns or not sure which ones to choose, please contact me through Instagram and we can chat. Thanks for watching. Bye.